Match number 21 focuses on Afghanistan taking on South Africa, two teams who are yet to register a win in the tournament so far. Match 21 coming to you all the way from Cardiff. Sophia Gardens hosting Afghanistan taking on South Africa. And to talk about that, we've got Mike Hussey in studio and also joined by Albie Morkel from South Africa. Gentlemen, good to have you with us on the show as always. Albie, we'll start with you and all things South Africa. And I was reading an article prior to the show, and they said South Africa is bracing up for 5 knockouts now. That's the way it needs to move on now?
Certainly, I think every game from now on is like a quarter-final knockout game. They only have themselves to blame, like we've discussed in the previous programs. They haven't been at the top of their game, and for them to progress further in this tournament or to qualify, they're going to have to be at their best. I think they've had a nice little break now just to reflect on what happened. Hopefully the guys got away from the game. Sometimes, that's important. All this noise, outside noise, to get rid of it, you actually have to go or get away from the game. So I had a few days to do that. Maybe a few nice training sessions, and hopefully tomorrow, that's going to be a big day for them tomorrow to get something going. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, even if they win and not win convincingly, I think it's going to be tough further on the tournament.
Albie, news reports are suggesting that Lungi Ngidi would be fit for this encounter. If so, does he walk back into your 11?
I think he's a very important member of that bowling lineup. He's done well last year. But my gut feel says if he's not 100% fit, they won't risk him against Afghanistan. I think Bjorn Hendricks will stay on the side. And they'll keep Lungi to recover for a few more days. Maybe, the last 4 games or so. Get him going again. He's a guy who's got a bit of a injury prone background. So I don't think they're going to force him back into the play immediately.
Let's talk David Miller now, because a lot has been expected of David Miller since a long time. He's been around international cricket for a while now, and if you take a look at his position-wise batting record in ODI cricket since 2018, Albie, you'd see that at the number 5 position, he's averaging 52. Number 4, he's averaging 54. You reckon, is there a case for him to come higher up the order?
They tried it in Australia in the last year as they played away from home, and he did really well. I think he scored 100 and 250s. So now there's a case for that. He's been a little bit inconsistent in the last year or so, but he's a big match player. He's one of those guys that we talk about who's got the X factor, and he's certainly one of those guys. My concern with him batting as 4 is just we don't have the finisher then, where he's also very effective. But maybe we're not even getting there. I mean, we're getting bowled out for 220, 230, so maybe he's the guy to go and bat on 4 and go in and score hundreds.
Albie, if David Miller moves to 4, then how do you shuffle that batting order around then?
Depends who's going to play. I wouldn't move, let's go back, I won't move Miller to 4. If he moves up, he's going to bat 5. Faf. Okay, let me think about it for a bit. Okay, so Markram, I'll open with Markram, Amla out, Faf 3, Van der Dussen 4, Miller 5. That will be my top 5.
And a word on South Africa's bowling, especially someone like an Imran Tahir, big match player, 2011 World Cup, 2015 World Cup. For some reason, he's been extremely expensive in this World Cup, averaging 44, conceding close to an average of 44, economy of close to 6. Albie, what do you suppose? Are people reading him a lot better now?
I don't think so. I think it's the bowling attack as a whole. He's one key guy in that attack, but he also needs pressure from the other sides. I think what's happened is South Africa struggled to take wickets with a new ball. So when he comes into bowl, the guys are in and set already. I think he's very effective if the team is a couple of wickets down or the run rate is low and they have to attack him. When he plays the defensive role as such, he's not been that effective, and that even tells in his test career he had. He could never play that defensive role. So he needs his bowlers around him to really step up and have the platform for him to come in and do his magic.
Let's continue the chatter on leg spin, because you could build up this battle as the battle between the 2 big leg spinners, Imran Tahir on one side, Rashid Khan on the other. And if you take a look at Rashid Khan's